What I have in my hand right here is a prima facie determination letter that we got for our clients. What is a prima facie determination letter? Now, a prima facie determination letter in this case is linked to our client's VAWA case. So our client is a mistreated spouse of a US citizen. My client is an applicant of VAWA. Now, VAWA is where a spouse of a US citizen who is mistreated can apply for their own green card in a confidential process without involving that spouse. Now, here's how the process works. We go ahead, we submit the application for our client. Once it's accepted by the Immigration Service, they go ahead and they do what's called a preliminary review of the application. The preliminary review of the application helps them to determine if the client meets all the requirements necessary for them to make a decision. But what it also helps them to do is issue what's called a prima facie determination letter, like this one. Now, I like to say this. A prima facie determination letter is similar to that pre-approval letter you get when you're approved for a mortgage. It's a pre-approval, but they haven't made the official approval until you've actually made an offer on a house, and they have to go ahead and process the loan for a final approval. But after the initial preliminary review of the application, they have determined that based on the facts presented, you do meet the requirements. If they had to make a decision today, they would approve it if everything you presented in the application was true. Of course, they're going to go ahead now and pass this on to the officer to do a more detailed review, to screen for credibility and make sure that they don't have additional questions about your case. Now, we're getting these prima facie determination letters about 1 to 3 months after we file their case. And the great thing about this is, one, for now, the immigration doesn't have any questions and you may very well be on your way to approval. It's a sign that your case is going in the right direction. But the other benefit, and this one is very important to my clients, and I'm sure it's important to you, is getting certain benefits while you wait for your work permit to come through and your travel document and your social security number. Now, the number one question I get when we get this prima facie determination letter is, what is it for? The prima facie determination letter, depending on the state that you're in, allows you to get certain benefits while you wait for your approval of the work permit, your social security number, and your travel document. It also helps you to continue these benefits right up until the approval of your VAWA petition and then your green card. Now, once I answer that question, what is it for? The next thing is, well, what can I use it to get? Now, it's going to vary from state to state, but for example, in Florida, you can get your driver's license based on a prima facie determination letter. That's a very, very important thing to have, is that identification while you wait. And Florida is one of the states that do allow it, as long as you can show this prima facie determination letter. Now, the prima facie determination letter is usually good for about 1 year. And then after that, they renew it every 6 months up until your VAWA petition is approved. So it comes looking like this. And in the body of the letter, it states the instructions and the fact that you may get public benefits depending on the state. At the bottom of the letter, it's going to show you the expiration date. And usually whatever benefits you get in the state is going to expire on that date. If you have gotten a prima facie determination letter, take that as good news. We sure do, because we know it can help our clients, and we know it means that our client's case is going in the right direction. If you need assistance, this is where it's going to depend on the state you're in. For example, as I said before, in Florida, as long as you can present this prima facie determination letter, you can get a driver's license that will expire on the date of the prima facie letter. And you can always renew as you get those new prima facie letters. Now, you also should check with the state's Health and Human Services Department or whatever department offers public benefits to determine what other assistance you qualify for as a qualified immigrant. For example, certain states may allow you to be able to get certain public benefits, housing, Medicaid, medical insurance based on this prima facie determination letter. So does it mean that your case is going to be approved? It's great news that your case is going in the right direction, but we always have to stay vigilant with our clients' cases to make sure that we're ready to answer any additional questions that immigration may have later. The prima facie determination letter, though, does offer some form of relief and reassurance while our client is waiting for the approval of their work permit, which usually comes next. Now, once you get your work permit, for sure, you'll be able to take that on down to the DMV with your approved social security number, which usually comes in the mail along with the work permit, to get your driver's license. You will be able to take the work permit to start working. Does the prima facie determination letter allow you to work? Not exactly. It does not offer any benefits to work, but it does offer you the ability to get benefits while you wait for that legal authorization to work. So whenever we get these, we celebrate because it means that our client is in a better place than they were before. Make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you give us a call to get started on your case.